This example is called the skirt front with dart equivalent knife pleats. I'm going to go ahead, trace my skirt out as is. Okay, once I have that, let's go ahead, add that lovely hip line back in. And then from my 2 pivot points down, I'm going to go ahead and make straight lines. So our straight guidelines from the pivot points down. Or dart points. And what we're going to do with this is cut out this pattern piece into 3 sections. So I'm going to label A, B, and C so it's easier for you guys. And then we're going to open these up probably about 1.5 inches. And that is going to be all for this problem. So I'm going to go ahead, cut out each of these sections. I'm going to start with just doing the skirt front as a whole. You can go ahead and cut within these darts because again, we are doing dart equivalent pleats. So these, don't you worry about those anymore. Okay, once we have those, let's go ahead, finish cutting each of these sections out. Like I said, we are going to be spreading these 1.5 inches. Go ahead, grab an additional sheet of paper. So I'm going to go ahead and put my section A. I'm going to line it up at the bottom. That way I know it will be straight. And I'm going to just kind of offset it to the left a little bit so I have enough room to kind of spread and play around with everything. Once I have that one taped on, I'm going to measure out 1.5 inches. 1.5. And I am going to line up my next one. So again, make sure you're using the bottom edge of the paper to line up everything. That way it's still the same amount in between and on the sides. And again, 1.5 inches. I'm going to draw that hip line back in. And now, so this is going to be fun with labeling. So let me draw my edges back in. And I'm see how we had those dart equivalent lines cut. I'm going to go ahead and make those straight up. We want our pleats to be parallel, so we don't want them to curve up at the top. It's not going to get the look that we want to do for these. Okay. And then let's start labeling. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this. Our first section, so A, this is our pleat matching line. And which way do we want to do these? All towards this way. So towards the side seam is where our arrows need to go. Pleat matching line. This is our pleat line outer fold. I don't have to write on the tape, but and then I think our next one's a matching line. Yep, this is our pleat line matching line. And then our next one is our pleat line outer fold. Okay, so how I want to fold these, I'm gonna just cut off this little excess. Let's hit that center front now. Whew. So the arrows are indicating how I want to fold this. So I want to fold this. And if you want to make, actually, before we even do any folding, additional guidelines in between these 1.5 inch sections, you can do that because that's just going to be your fold line. But I am going to pinch these first. So we're going to pinch our first section, or our first, this is section C. So that's the outer fold. I'm going to go ahead, fold it. And I'm going to do the same here. So if you notice, I'm creasing the left sides of each of these sections, and then I'm folding, that fold is towards me. Hopefully your folds are a little bit better than mine. And now, see, as these all lined back up, I'm going to go ahead with my French curve. Let's make this a little better. And while holding this down, I'm going to go ahead and chop off the top. And actually, before I open this, see how the folds are towards the left. That is it for this, besides labeling. So let's label our center front, which is our outer seam here. We want our grain parallel to the center front. And this is going to be a cut 1. So this I'm going to write here as place on fold instead of doing our fold symbol. Place on fold. I'm going to finish labeling. So this is, oops, almost wrote bodice, skirt front, chapter 11, example 11. And again, this is skirt front with dart equivalent knife pleats. And that is it for this example.